do a part two to AD, but not feeling it. Not feeling it. I want to talk about some other things. Like AD did say that I'm not really doing anything with my life, and I haven't brought ideas on how to change the world. AD, have you been listening, or just too busy talking about my demons? But anyways, let's talk about Aaron Rodgers and Jimmy Kimmel. Like this is, you have to go check it out for yourself because it'll get mistranslated by, I'm just paraphrasing with what I say, so don't take me for my exact words, but this is kind of that's why I wanted you to go look for yourself. But anyways, this whole saga started with Aaron Rodgers, the quarterback. Okay, he was on the Pat McAfee show, and he mentioned something about how he was excited that we may get some Epstein names or something like that, and how they should be coming out or whatever. So Jimmy Kimmel does his show pretty much saying Aaron Rodgers has brain damage because he wants to know who's on Epstein's list. I don't know about you guys, but I wouldn't mind knowing the names on Epstein's list. So while people think I'm crazy, so maybe I do have brain damage. Maybe it is is it a weird thing to want to know if there's people in our governments that went to this island and celebrities and stuff like that? Wouldn't we want? So it kind of bothered me that Jimmy Kimmel would say that, pretty much say, hey, why would you want to know the names? You got brain damage. So that would make me think that for some reason Jimmy Kimmel doesn't want the names to come out. So anyways, Aaron Rodgers goes on the Pat McAfee show again, and he says that because they're talking about the names coming out again or whatever. And he said something about Jimmy Kimmel probably doesn't want the list to come out. Like he didn't say that he was on the list. He just because he didn't want Aaron Rodgers talking about it before, so Aaron Rodgers just probably assumed that he didn't want. Anyways, Jimmy Kimmel comes back with a tweet and says, I've never been on the island, I never did any of this stuff, blah blah blah, and I'm gonna sue you. Like, why would you sue someone you've already told the whole world has brain damage? You're not going to be able to get anything from him because you already told the world he has brain damage. So isn't he kind of off the hook for any off-cuff remarks? But instead, this is what I would have done if I was Jimmy Kimmel and I had the truth and I knew I didn't go to Epstein Island. I would have said, hey, Aaron Rodgers, why don't you come to my show that nobody wants to watch and we'll make it exciting for a change and we'll fucking get together and we'll find out who is on that list because I should be concerned on who's that list. Let's address the President of the United States. Let's get a move on this list. We want the whole thing and we want it now. Like, that's what I would do if I was Jimmy Kimmel and I'd make Aaron Rodgers look like an idiot saying, hey, come on over, let's talk about this. But there's none of that. He wants to sue Aaron Rodgers for money from a guy that he thinks is brain dead. Or you know what I mean? There's something weird there. Like, you guys don't find anything weird with that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Anyways, it gets me to thinking, hey, maybe I can get AD to help me. Because this is true. Like, this isn't a conspiracy or anything. These are just my thoughts and what I think. I think Taylor Swift is a paid actress by the Kabali. Maybe. That's just my feelings. You know what I mean? But I want to be wrong because my wife's a Swifty and I want Taylor Swift to be everything that my wife wants her to be. Anyways, how I got to Taylor Swift is Aaron Rodgers. So when I think of Aaron Rodgers, I think of the anti-Aaron Rodgers who is Taylor Swift's boyfriend. I believe it's Travis or Trevor Kelsey or something. All right, he made a lot of money. He's made a lot of money. I think so too. I think so too. That's how I got this idea though. But did you know that her boyfriend, Travis or Trevor, whatever his name is, he has a lot of big sponsors. A lot of big sponsors like McDonald's, um, Nike, a whole bunch of other big ones. And what those add up to is like $14 million a year. Can you imagine making $14 million a year on just sponsorships? But they all equal 14 million. But he's got this one special sponsor called Pfizer where he makes 20 million. He makes on one what he gets with all of them. Can you imagine? He only had to do 2 shots for it. I wonder if he got those 2 shots or not, or like, but anyways, let's get that. This is what I mean. We really need to know who's on Epstein's list. We need to find out. So maybe we could get Taylor Swift to go on Jimmy Kimmel and tell the president that the public needs to know who's on that list. We need to know if people that are running our lives are really bad and shouldn't be running our lives. You know what I mean? We need the whole list, yes, not 170 names of victims and this and that and this. We need to know, like, is Bill Gates on that list? Like, is that not important? Should that not be important? Like, this guy's making lab meat. This guy's, like, genetically modifying insects, that letting them go in regions where those insects are, like, spreading bad disease. And what else does Billy have? I mean, he made a mint off this, you know. Shouldn't we know if Billy's on that list and he's the bad guy? I mean, it's his wife that told us that they got divorced because of Epstein. And when they asked how much time he spent with Epstein, Melinda wouldn't even tell on him. No, she said, you'd have to ask Bill. I'm not gonna say. So, like, oh man. But then again, if we do get the list and Bill Gates isn't on the list, then maybe he is the good guy that he's trying to project to the world. I was surprised that he's on it. Who, Bill Gates? Yeah. Well, she said there's an interview, right? Like, it comes out of her lips. Like, this is what I mean. This isn't false information. There's an interview on the internet of Melinda Gates saying, yes, Epstein had something to do with our divorce. And we're just supposed to, like, these are the richest men in the world. Like, Richard Branson is rumored to be on that list. Like, Chris Rock is rumored to be on that list. These are some pretty rich people if you don't know who Richard Branson is. He calls himself Sir Richard Branson. A loser. That list needs to come out. So I think that Taylor Swift needs to come out and be the person that she says she is and wants to stick up and stand up for the people and do the right things, because that's who she is. I think that would be a good step, wouldn't it? My head ain't gonna explode when the list comes out. What I'm not saying he is, I'm not saying any of these people are on the list, but what if Trump is on the list? I personally don't think he is. because he kicked them out of Mar-Lago. But there's this clip about him talking about Ghislaine Maxwell where it kind of makes you wonder. But what if it was found out that Trump isn't going to be the one? Then what are people going to do? Just give up? No more savior. We need to save ourselves. And what we need to do is use the devil's tools to do it. So if Taylor Swift is one of the devil's tools, use her. Ask her to put her ass out on the line. Ask her to ask for the list. What is wrong with asking someone to find out who these elites are who did bad things to children? You think that Taylor Swift would have already been all over that. But there's not one celebrity. Not one celebrity. They should all be coming out every day. Where's the list? Where's the list? Where's the list? They should be grabbing other celebrities saying, where's the list? Where's the list? Where's the list? They should all be working in unison to say, where's the list? Where's the list? But nobody will. Nobody wants to work together. No, I think Trump is a starseed, remember? But I also gotta be open-minded. I've been wrong before. That's the thing, you know what I mean? I think Trump can change everything by saying one thing. One thing. That's just what I think, and I built it off of common sense. But if I'm wrong, it's because I got some bad information from people. And it would be government officials. You just got to be able to put the puzzle pieces together to kind of figure it out. Do you guys think there's aliens? Have you ever listened to Tucker Carlson? He's scared of some of the things that he's heard. Why would he lie? Like, is he part of the cabal trying to set us up? There's also, I don't know if you guys ever watch Redacted. That guy says the same thing. They've admitted that there's aliens. So why won't they give us the information? Why is it they get to be so fucking special? Why did they get to know everything? That's what I mean. We just allow it. We're just like, okay, we have no power. You guys you keep all the information to yourselves. Anyways, if AD watches this or anybody watches this, that's what I mean. You don't know what to trust in the world. That's why we all got to get together. Like I've been saying, maybe I should just tell I'd like to get a bigger platform than the 10 views that I get. I'd like to tell my Ryan Upchurch story. Maybe I could convince him to let me tell it to him. Because I don't know. I don't even think he's chosen now. Isn't that fucking funny? I think he might be, though. I'd have to explain the story, but nobody wants to hear it because it's just craziness. Because let me tell you, if you think you're chosen, the first thing you want to do is find out if there's other chosen people, you know what I mean? I never said he was chosen. I always said I thought he was chosen. He was never my chosen one, and I said he was never your chosen one. I always said the individual can only choose themselves. God already chose them. They need to choose God. That's the problem. We're all chosen, but some of us just choose to be chosen. That's just what I think, though. That's my opinions and my thoughts. But hey, I need to cut this short because I gotta go to bed. I'm already up past my bedtime. I hope everybody has a good night, and let me know in the comment section if you want to go back in later. Let me know what you think about if we try and push a Taylor Swift, Jimmy Kimmel. We'll see if we can get them all on there together. Aaron Rodgers, Taylor Swift, and Jimmy Kimmel. Maybe we can try and do that. Have a good night, everybody.